my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. Today we're going to be talking about why do you keep dreaming of your childhood home or other homes that you have lived in. It can be more than one. The reason why I want to touch on this topic today is because the energy since September up to the present time will explain why you may be having more dreams than usual at this time of your childhood home. Before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit the bell. Go ahead and like and share. Also, please beware of scammers. I will never reach out to anyone, okay? I do not send DMs. I do not conduct business on my Cash App. You have to book on my website. Unless I tell you, unless I talk to you personally, you will not conduct business on my Cash App, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. First of all, dreams are very important. Dreams give you solutions to real-time problems, okay? The only thing is that when you go to your home, to your childhood home, it's not really a dream. You're actually in an astral travel, okay? But it does have some dream elements to it, and we'll talk about that. Astral travel, when you astral travel, what that means is when you're asleep, when you lay down and go to sleep, your astral body, which is a part of your soul, will remove itself and go places in the astral realm. Everybody can do this. Everybody does not have the gift to control their astral travel. When I mean control the astral travel, I'm talking about you can go any place in time. You can go see anybody in time. You can just go wherever you want. You can do what you want to do just by saying it, okay? That's when you have the gift to control it. So, when you're going to your childhood home, you are traveling to the astral realm, and this house is in the astral realm. Why is it in the astral realm? It's in the astral realm because the astral realm contains your past, your present, and your future. This is where you get information from that's in your Akashic record. In the Bible, it refers to as the Book of Life. And this is in the universe, aka the astral realm. All right. They do talk about in the Bible that, you'll have many mansions. This is what they're referring to. They try to be sleek in the Bible, but this is what they're referring to. You'll have this house here in the astral realm. Okay. So, why do you go back to the house? Because this is where you come from when you're born. This is where you go when you die. So, there are different places, different parts of your soul, right? They go different places when you die. One part of your soul and your body, the vessel, will go to the astral realm, whether you're cremated or whether you're buried, okay? And it's hard to explain because we know the body has been transformed into a different type of matter when it's cremated and it's under the ground when you're buried. But the astral still contains your body. That is the only place after you die where it contains your body. And just to give you a better example of this, when you travel to the astral realm, it's real. This is how you know the difference of having just a dream versus actually being in the astral realm. And like I said, everybody astral travels, but that does not mean that you're going to recall being in the astral realm every time you go to sleep, okay? So sometimes you may just feel like a dream. But when it feels real, when you're touching, when you're smelling, when you're tasting, you're in the astral realm, okay? So, from my experience, I travel back to my childhood home because I need some guidance. So, remember I said the astral realm, your Akashic record is located there. It contains your past, present, and future. And when we astral travel, we are going to get information to bring back to us when we wake up. So our body, our minds will know what to do about solutions or just our day-to-day. So, in my experience, when I go to my childhood home, it's reminding me of something that I need to do. And I don't always understand it. To be honest with you, there was a situation that had been going on for me for years, ever since I moved into my childhood home, that did not stop. even after I moved out of it. It was something about my life that I kept seeing. It was like a recurring dream, and it started when I moved into this house. And it wasn't until recently that I finally was able to take care of that recurring dream and solve the problem. So, you know, all this time, I'm 43. I moved into that childhood home when I was 12. So between 12 and 43 years old, I had been battling this, and it wasn't until this year that I finally conquered and figured out what I was supposed to be doing. So the way that you do that is you have to elevate yourself on a very high spiritual level and be ready to receive this information. A lot of us are scared to know about our past. We're scared to know about what we're supposed to be doing. And when you travel to the astral realm, it contains all of that. You can't run away from it. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to get that fear out of you. So by dreaming about the home, it's trying to get you back so you can understand what you need to do. It's taking you back to where you live in the astral. Okay, so you can remember your past so you can help yourself in the present time. Okay, now when I moved into this childhood home, I also started going to another house that I did not move into until after I moved out of my childhood home. So you remember I said it contains your future. I was going into the future, but didn't realize it. And when I was going into the future, I was seeing things that would come to play for me in my adult life. My aunt had died, and she lived in that house. My great aunt had died when I was like 15 or 16. When she died, that's when I started traveling to that house. I would see her in that house. So what does that tell you? She's in that house in the astral. Her sister died before her, and her sister would be over there with her. She is in that house in the astral. When I went to the house, I tried to turn on the light. She said, you know, the lights don't work. I was like, okay. And she was funny like that. That's one other thing. When you travel to the houses, you can touch, you can feel, you see everything, right? So that was letting me know about my future. And some things came to pass that house helped me with in my adult age for my future. Now, I still travel to both houses. Now, in my present time, my house that I am right now, it was just revealed to me that this is in the astral. Where I go is in my office. There's a wall. That's my portal, my doorway. Okay? Think about when you go to the house, you have a doorway. You always have a doorway. You always have an entry. Where's your entry? My present house right now, my entry is in a wall in my office. And in the present time, I go to this house in the astral, and I see myself come back to this house in the astral. And I know I'm in the present time. Now, I don't do anything in here yet. Meaning that when I use that doorway, that's just my doorway out, my doorway back in. I'm not doing anything in here yet. You understand what I'm saying? So, this is your indication, like I said, where it's trying to let you know of some things that you need to be doing in your life. Whether it's something that you need to conquer from your past, something that you need to take care of now in your present, or something that's going to help you in your future. It's very important that you do not ignore these travels to the astral realm. So whenever you have a dream about your home, you are actually there again. Okay? And it's something that you need to deal with. It's something that you need to break down because it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away at all. And let me add something else to this. So when people die, and rarely do they cross over, but when they cross over, they always convene at a family home. So these homes are in the astral, like I said. They're going to convene there. I've always seen people when they cross over, they're at a house. They're at a house that was in the family. Also, when you need help from your ancestors that have crossed over, when you go in your astral travel at night, you will go to the homes that they had. The house can be torn down. It does not matter. It still exists in the astral realm. You will meet them there. They will assist you. I have been to homes from my ancestors. I have been to churches that my ancestors attend to meet them, to meet other people that were in my family that's passed on that I never forget. My great grandmother. I astral traveled to their church, and she introduced me to a lot of people. Okay, so when you cross over, you're going to be in a house. You're going to be in a house. I have also went to cemeteries, and I have, like, recorded, and I can see the houses. I can see the houses. They're not really there, but I see them. I can see the vision of them. Okay, so this is also proof that there's life after death. All right, now, like I said, everybody goes to this astral realm, but that's not the whole part of you. But the part of you that lives on, that body and part of your soul, that's where you're going to be at. So don't ever ignore those dreams. Pay attention. If you got to write it down, what happens every time you go, what room do you go in, who's there, just every little thing that you can remember, write it down, because you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it for a reason. It's to help you right now. Okay? So I hope this shed some light to you guys about dreaming of your childhood home, and that you have a better understanding, and that this helps you get to your goal of finding more about your destiny and what you're supposed to be doing. And just keep in mind, when you do your destiny, everything falls in line. All right. Okay, so like I said, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell. Also, put in the comments, what would y'all like for me to touch on, topics you would like for me to touch on. We can go very deep. I'm ready to give all of it to you. Okay. All right, so I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.